Hey guys, Brock here, and it's Resident Evil week. And yeah, I'm gonna start off with a couple new figures that I got. Starting it with the Biohazard 3 Claire Redfield by Moby Toys. This is a pretty big packaging, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the camera off the tripod here. We'll have a closer look at it. At the top of the package, you can see the picture of Claire Redfield from the Resident Evil 2 video game. When the game came out, they had strategy guides and the manual, which would show this picture of Claire. On the other side, we have the Type 3 mutation of Nemesis. As you can see, it's Series 9 Claire Redfield. Every series was basically just one figure. So you got Claire in the package there. Set included. Special bonus parts for Nemesis Type 3. You can see a picture of Claire and the full assembled Nemesis Type 3 figure. Real shock action figure. This is well before Palisades and NECA. Let me just say that right now. Collect them all. You can see other figures in the set. These are all extremely rare, and if you find them extremely expensive. Moby Dick did release a few 2-packs. There's a bunch of other figures besides these here. This is a completely different wave, but they did release sets of 2. These 2 were in a pack, as well as this Nemesis and I believe, actually it was the jacket Nemesis with a Carlos. I don't remember what this guy came with, but as you can see, we got Claire in her alternate costume, Nemesis Type 2, Code Veronica Chris, Mr. X, Ivy, Hunk, the Super Tyrant, Claire, Leon Canyon in his leather jacket, the Licker, Resident Evil 0 N64 concept, Rebecca Chambers. We'll talk about that on a different topic. And then we got the Resident Evil 1 Tyrant. So, without further ado, we're going to get Claire out of packaging. We're going to have a closer look at Miss Redfield. So, don't you guys go anywhere. I'll return after these messages, which is like right now. Alright guys, here we have Claire opened up and out of her packaging. And first things first, we're going to get the leg of Nemesis Type 3 out of the way. Pretty detailed and grotesque. Only problem is I will never be able to fully put this thing together because I'll never be able to own the figures. Some of the figures are retardedly expensive, but it's pretty cool. We'll set it off to the side there. You also get instructions on how to assemble it, and he does come with a shit ton of pieces that all the other figures do. So, sadly, won't be able to assemble him, and it's all in Japanese. And now, over to the Claire, and get her off here for a second. She comes with a base, but she stands perfectly fine on her own without it. But the base is pretty cool. It's got the Japanese, of course, it's called Biohazard in Japan, Resident Evil. Biohazard, with the Biohazard logo. And physical containment, biological containment. Pretty cool. Nice red trim on the side here. A very nice space. Very simple, very nice. I think I like it more than the Palisades Resident Evil ones we got. Just because this one's just very simple. Very nice. Put the base off to the side. And here we have Claire. She's definitely a step up from the Palisades Claire figure we would get later on, because that Claire figure was pretty proportional. In terms of her accessories, she comes with a shotgun. Very nicely detailed. I took her hand off. Oh Jesus, I'm a murderer. 1 second, bear with me. Yeah, her hands come off, but they don't break, so it's alright. They're kind of like those interchangeable hand kind of things. So, but yeah, here's her shotgun. Very cool. She's got the shells on the side here, and check this out. You can pump the gun. How cool is that? Very nice touch. Some of the nicest weapons I've seen on action figures. She also comes with her pistol. What we'll do is we will put the pistol in her hand, if it can fit. I'm not sure that's going to fit. Alright, let's try the shotgun. It's not going to go anywhere once I put it back in though, so. She is a very nice figure. Her eyes, however, her pupils aren't really white. They kind of just color her eyes in. It's alright. Her ponytail can actually rotate around, which is pretty cool. Paint apps aren't bad. It's a nice representation of the Resident Evil 2 model before the redesign for Darkside Chronicles. It's a very nice sculpt. I've only collected very few of the Moby Dick figures. In articulation, her head's on this ball joint, so you can get a full range of movement, get 360 degrees. Her arms cannot go up or down, but they can go in and out, and she can rotate at the forearm. Her wrist also does full rotation. She does have waist articulation, and legs can go forward and back, and she can rotate at the ankle. So not great this is pretty much the same articulation you're going to get out of a NECA figure, which is essentially what the Resident Evil figures eventually became. But overall, very, very nice Claire figure. I definitely would recommend it if you could find her at a reasonable price. Now she's having trouble standing. I'll just put it back on her stand. It's one of those reviews where I'm just killing time. But there you go. Just gonna be going next to Leon, even though she is a bit taller. The Moby Dick figures are pretty much the tallest Resident Evil figures that came out. But yeah, nicely detailed weapons. Not bad articulation. You know, it's more of a sculpture, but very cool. Today I was looking at the Resident Evil or Biohazard 3 figures by Moby Dick. I was looking at Claire Redfield. I'm going to give Claire a 4 out of 5. Definitely worth a pickup. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Tell me if you like it, if you don't like it. And yeah, post below, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace.